Kick just can't seem to stop taking L's. It seems like the Jean Portmanov situation wasn't enough, so this Raja Jackson person was he almost killed somebody. There's not really any other way to sugarcoat it. I haven't actually seen the footage. I've heard it's pretty bad. So let's I'm actually gonna look at it right now. Okay, we're back. I saw the clip and Jesus Christ, it was actually worse than I thought it was gonna be. Holy fuck. This Raja Jackson person needs to go to jail. This guy needs to go to fucking jail. There's no nicer way of saying it. This guy, he tried to kill that person. It's one thing, like, basically he wasn't supposed to enter the wrestling arena or whatever, the wrestling ring. And he goes in, and while the guy is already down, he punches him in the face over and over and over again. Not even, like, going for rib shots. Not even going for, like, chest shots. Which is, like, kind of normal for, like, wrestling or whatever. Just, like, but, like, he just straight up goes for, like, face, nonstop, head punches. It's like, that guy tried to kill him. I think if he didn't get stopped, he would have killed that person. This guy needs to go to jail. This guy is... And I think we're going to have a deeper conversation as we watch these Abba and Preach videos, but Abba and Preach made a video. They also, earlier today, released a second video on this topic, so we're going to watch both videos. And let's just talk about it, because this is a very huge problem on Kick. Kick is really getting out of control with this kind of fucking shit.
You guys might be wondering how this all started with this.
Yeah, like, listen, I can't show the actual footage on YouTube, by the way. I saw it. There's no way I can show that on YouTube without getting the video taken down for violence or something like that, and it was bad. You can probably find it on Twitter or, like, uploads of it elsewhere. It's probably somewhere on the internet, but I was able to find it on Twitter specifically.
This moment,
I appreciate it.
But we'll explain. Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, is at a wrestling event. To my knowledge, the person is now alive and they've come back, but it looked like attempted murder. Give you guys the whole context. I watched the entire live stream and kind of compiled everything. The victim, I'm going to give you an intro into who he is. He's going to explain.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier.
This guy got out of the military as well? Jesus fucking Christ. That's like an extra layer of bad, because he's a military vet, and he already goes through a lot of PTSD as a vet. Like, people who have gone through the military already have to go through a lot. So, like, just facing that level of violence again on top of, like, already, like, poor mental health that a lot of vets go through is, like, that must be fucking terrible. Like I said, Raja Jackson needs to go to jail. I don't think... This guy is... He has problems.
I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military.
I imagine, yeah.
An American soldier that suffers from PTSD, being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
This is Raja. He's backstage.
It's so weird. Like, this kind of is unrelated, but, like, it's, I'm just responding to that, like, little point. That's interesting that, like, because he's a vet and he has PTSD probably, and, like, a lot of other stuff gives him anxiety, like, facing death. I'm sure that would be more anxiety-inducing than performing for a crowd, right? Or being in front of a crowd doing stuff. It's a very interesting perspective that, like, he just doesn't have that stage fright nearly as much as, like, other people, I suppose.
They invited him back there. He comes with his camera guy, and they're backstage talking to the wrestlers.
I hate this dude. Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little...
What?
Oh, you don't know it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Still, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
The guy who hits him with the can
Yeah.
goes, "You're not gonna sell it."
You don't sell it?
Yes, which is a term in wrestling whenever you do a stunt. You have to sell it. Yeah.
Stu thinks that this guy's part of it because he sees the camera.
Yeah.
He sees the guy backstage, and they're often doing promotions that way.
Yes.
So that's why he's going, "You're not gonna sell it."
I don't play that shit.
Oh, so he okay. So did this wrestler make a mistake because he thought there was a guy like streaming and Kick? First of all, you shouldn't be at this event live streaming Kick anyways. I'm pretty sure they have policies at that. Maybe not at this wrestling event. I'd be curious to know, is it the actual... Did the event have like rules that you shouldn't even be recording this to begin with? I assume this guy like made a mistake. He thought they were doing like a promotional bit. Okay, interesting. I think that's what Abba just said, to be fair, but yeah.
Nah, I will fuck him up,
I
bro.
know you will. You good. Apologize for that, man. Fix that. You hear me?
Yeah.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
What kind of homo style shit?
Kalia Rampage. That's how we
No, bro.
Go ahead, Stu. This is all good. Because he always think it's a work, dude.
Put that down first. Like seriously.
No. That's for me.
I know it's for you, but we're trying to solve something right now. Like, you know, we don't want no heat. We don't want no problem.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool now, but you know what I'm saying?
You know, we just want to make sure everything's okay. He knows he fucked up. He's trying to apologize and stuff.
Yeah, you think it's part of the...
Yeah, no, like, listen, okay, yeah, my take from this is that he made a mistake. He thought they were doing a wrestling bit, and it's like, oh, shit, I'm sorry, my bad. He tried to make it right. He did everything he could to respond. Like, that is a fuck-up, but, like, he made a mistake, and that's really... There is a difference between doing that, like, thinking that was, like, a promotional bit for, like, a wrestling thing that they were doing, like, fake beef or whatever, all that shit, versus, him going into the wrestling ring and essentially trying to kill that person. Because there is no other interpretation to have when he's continuously punching him in the face over and over and over again. He was trying to kill that person. This guy's volatile as fuck. That's just because this was a precursor to that doesn't give him an excuse to do what he just did, especially considering he tried to make it right as well. That makes what this Raja Jackson person did even worse.
Yeah,
You know?
we just don't want no problem. You know, we are apologizing. We're sorry for what
I
happened.
appreciate
That's
that.
some bullshit. Let me drop
Yeah, you even said you appreciated it, so why the fuck did you go in the ring and fuck him up afterwards? What, did your poor ego get shattered or something?
mine on real quick. I get sweat, but that's some real shit.
Oh, you good.
You know what's
Yeah, you guys even like shook hands. Like, what? Okay, dude, you fucking, what a loser.
the thing about this? Now
What a fucking loser. I'm sorry.
making something. Because I'm going to have you run in and fuck that motherfucker up in the mat. You
know what
ready
I'm
for that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell, if,
Talk to the president.
yeah,
and
if you can do that for me, I'll be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
Hell yeah.
I'm going to have him run in on your shit in your match. To fucking seal that.
Yeah, hey, yeah,
let's do that.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, bro. I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I just thought you were You still the camera.
I get it.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself, cause
Yeah, they made up, dude. They shook hands. He tried. This guy right here is like, hey, listen, I'm really sorry about that. Like, he apologized. Like, my guy, why? Why did you feel the need to go on the stage and attempt to murder him? I'm not even gonna, I don't care. I'm sorry, that's what it was. You attempted to murder this fucking guy. And I think what's upsetting about it in particular, we'll get into that later in the video. I do have some stuff, like a conversation we should have, like, later in the video about it. But it's like, why the okay, dude. It's like, why the fuck would you attempt to murder him?
that's his boy.
Especially after you guys shook hands and, like, made up and everything. That's, like, so disgusting.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself, cause that's his boy.
No, he can handle it. Hey,
Yeah, I can handle myself. Yeah, I can handle myself.
Rampage gonna come whoop your ass.
you don't need his dad. He handle his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own shit. Yeah.
What he thought was he was a pro. And another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking, you know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
He doesn't
So,
know him like that.
He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt. Go tag his shit.
Huh?
If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Oh, so he's telling him to jump in.
What? What?
They're saying go in, but they're saying give a receipt. A receipt is just a cheap blow.
Tag his shit, bro.
Okay, that's...
I'll get it to hey, as long as I get my lick back, I'm straight.
Reno said,
I don't know. Why would they allow this?
let them have VIP as an apology for seeing. What can they?
Okay, so just get him, like, let him have a receipt. I'm so confused. Like, listen, wrestling is staged nowadays. Like, it didn't used to be staged, but it is now. Like, I used to be a WWE fan. I stopped watching, I think, around, like, 2016. But, I watched it, like, here and there in 2015. I thought WWE was kind of cool. I don't know, dude. It's, like, so... Man, I don't know, man. It's just, like... Something about this entire interaction is very shady. And maybe not from this guy right here. I don't know if it's from the guy who's, like, going to let him in, let him get a receipt, and that's it. I still don't think that's a good idea, personally. Like, especially after they shook hands and that was it. Like, they should have just, like, left it at that and stick to whatever event was planned. But they decided to let him... I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because I already know what it's going to lead up to, but it's just not... This is fucking crazy.
Get any seating that's close to the front. That's sort of like
My dad don't need to save me, bro.
Things to pay attention to from here. If you guys have already heard, he's mentioned his dad twice and how he can handle things himself. He don't need his dad. He's got his own shit. It's a couple times he mentions it throughout the stream. Pay attention to how he interacts with his live stream, because actually, you'll see how things shift over time. The more he interacts with the live stream and they egg him on, the angrier he gets. And that's the precursor to when he jumps in the ring.
Interesting.
That shit pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. And I'm gonna have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get it that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to him. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. Bet. You about to see you about to see how fake of a crash out I am.
You heard what he said? Someone said to him, "You're a fake crash out." He said, "I'm a fake crash out." Bet. Again, you're gonna see the escalation.
Oh god, dude. That's another thing. The audience on Kick is so degenerate. A lot of Kick's on, and this is not every Kick streamer, because I'm sure there are some well-meaning Kick streamers that like game and like are just normal streamers, right? I've seen them. Like there are some normal Kick streamers, but Kick is a fucking breeding ground for just degenerate ass people to go here and just enable some of the most dangerous, toxic, and quite frankly, degenerate shit possible. It's like, at what point is it gonna stop? Like, did, like, Kick learn nothing from the fucking Kick Predator situation that happened a year ago? Or the fucking gambling shit that was going on? Or the scams that were being promoted on Kick? Not to mention this year with John Portmanov getting abused constantly for weeks on end until he fucking passed away. And then this guy who essentially attempted to murder someone... You're going to probably see later in this video, they're going to show it, but they'll probably heavily censor it. There's no way they can show, like, the actual legitimate effects that he had, because this guy, he went above and beyond with, like, this revenge, quote-unquote.
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today.
And the chat is now egging him on. Like, the fucking audience is like, fake crash out, you should fucking do it, and then he gets, like, angrier and angrier, and it's like... I don't know, like, the audience definitely has a problem, but also you as a content creator have a responsibility on how you respond to that audience. So it's like, Raja Jackson is still 100% in the fault here for not getting his fucking anger straightened out.
Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. Bet. That shit was...
They're telling him that he's too nice.
It's not staged. I'm telling you that right now. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. 50 subs to knock him out. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to.
50 subs to knock him out, by the way.
Y'all want me...
And there, you already know that this guy has a lot of viewers and that one of the fucking crazy motherfuckers in the audience is parasocial enough to gift 50 subs. You already know.
To teabag him, people think this shit's sweet.
They're telling him to teabag him?
I think this shit's a fucking game. Hey, you're right, Joel. I gotta show some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial art.
This is... you can really see how this steamrolled into a really fucked up situation. Like, just from the buildup of the VOD.
I'm really going to hit him, I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W, if I should slam him first, I'm not fucking around. You don't think I can do it, Miggy? Bet. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this dude. Oh, you think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Suave. I bet you wouldn't be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what I do to him. Tony, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Tony.
A few moments later.
Okay. Now this part, you guys are not going to be able to see, but I'm going to play the audio. So you can see, at one point it's going to go black after he slams him. That entire period where it's black, he's hitting him.
Okay, so right here, okay, I think I might have paused too early, but he slams him on the ground. I think this part they gave the okay to, but then the moment you hear the audio, they're not going to be able to show it because it's way too fucking graphic. He is punching his head continuously, non-stop. He is going for every headshot. Every time you hear a hit, that is a hit to his head. I'm not even kidding.
He's hitting him the whole time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess you can't hear it, but it's like still, throughout that silence, you can hear him fucking hitting his head. Like, listen. Yeah, he's punching his head constantly. Dude, there is no other interpretation other than he tried to murder him. Now, here's the conversation that I wanted to have earlier in this video, by the way, that I said we'll get into later. We're gonna have it now. Unfortunately, I was very, when I was watching the clip, I was shocked, but I also, a big part of me was very desensitized to it, and I think a reason for that is because shit like this, unfortunately, like growing up, I'm from New York City, for those of you guys who aren't aware, I'm from New York City. Shit like this growing up in New York was very common. It was very common to see a lot of fights, a lot of people getting the shit beaten out of them, the shit kicked out of them. Shit like this is just very common in the city, and I've seen all the time. I've seen fights get pretty damn bad. Now, there are times where people are entertained by it, like, I'm sure there's, like, a level of entertainment of it. I guess every New Yorker has that, like, you know, hey, oh my god, these guys are fighting and shit, ooh, like, there's a part of it that's, like, a little bit entertaining, right? But you also have to remember that these are real people at the end of the day that are getting fucked up. Like, at the end of the day, it's always going to end with one person getting fucked up at the end. And you have to remember, this was overkill. Like, this was literally him attempting to fucking murder this person because he was angry. Not only was the chat egging him on, but also, like, it's already a sign that this guy had a lot of anger issues. And, like I said, there's no other correct interpretation other than he tried to fucking kill that person. And I think if he wasn't stopped, he actually would have gone through and killed him. I think he would have. I'm serious.
And he's just launching haymakers on the guy. He's already unconscious.
And I think at this point they finally stop him because they realize this is too much, and then they're like restraining him, and then he like stops because he's already so angry and he's full of adrenaline.
Guy's not moving, blood coming out of his face, he's out.
That's fucking insane. And I think they muted it here, right?
You can see he's got blood all over his shirt. They're escorting him out.
He's got fucking blood on his shirt.
He's getting kicked out of the joint. People are following him outside. He's not saying anything during this period. The audio's fucked up, so that's why I just cut it. So I'm sparing your ears. You can see him walking out. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. This
guy's a time bomb. I'm not even kidding. This guy is a legitimate fucking time bomb. This guy, I don't think it's disproportionate to say that this guy is a danger to society. He's fucking, this is terrible. And he needs to be locked up. And Kick was okay with this, by the way. To everybody's surprise, shocker, Kick was okay with this. Just like they were okay with John Portmanov getting abused, just like they were okay with predators existing on their platform, Kick is perfectly fine with it. Kick doesn't give a fuck. They don't care. It's literally just Twitch without rules. They pretend to have some rules just so they could have some plausible deniability, but Kick doesn't give a shit. They don't care.
Motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro.
This guy's a time bomb. This guy is a legitimate fucking danger to society. Keep people away from this guy. This guy is a fucking danger. There is, like I said, there's blood on his shirt. He tried to kill that person. There's no other, like, interpretation.
Real shit!
A few moments.
Yeah, no, this guy needs to be locked up. He needs to be, he cannot function as a member in society. He needs to be locked the fuck away.
Moments later.
Hello?
He's still hyperventilating, by the way, from all of it. He's still hyperventilating. This guy is a time bomb. Oh, I think that was an editing error from Abba and Preach.
Shit pissed me off, though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up.
Okay, so the stream ends there. That's the events of that day. And full mount, if you're not aware, is probably the most dangerous position to be in.
The most dangerous position in MMA is unconscious. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
No, yeah, I agree with Preach here. I think Preach is preaching a little more, Mr. Abba. I still love Abba and Preach, but yeah, Preach is right here.
If you're full mount and you're guarding yourself, that's one thing.
Yeah, and you can't even say it's justified. There was so much time between the beer incident and that. He had time to premeditate. He was asking other people how he should do it. He said he was not gonna follow the script, so he knew what the fuck he was doing. None of
Yeah, no, and not to mention, like, the guy, the wrestler, apologized. He apologized, he's like, hey, listen, I'm really sorry that this happened. He shook hands with him and everything. The wrestler made an honest mistake. He thought he was doing a promotional because they had the camera out and everything, so he thought that that was the case, but he mistook it. And that was it. I don't think they should ever allow anyone to come back into the ring and, like, do, like, a slam or whatever, or, like, anything like that. I think going forward, they should never allow anyone to do that ever again, because people like this are fucking volatile. That is crazy. Not to mention that, like, him being a war vet also adds on to how fucked up this was, because he is probably going to have to not only deal with the PTSD from that, but also deal with the PTSD of this, and he already got into wrestling because it was an escape from, like, it was his way of integrating back into, like, the world outside of, like, the military. And so, like, just dealing with both of that, that's fucking... Oh my god. It just, it actually angers me. Like, this is, I'm getting, like, legitimately fucking angry just, like, watching this. This is fucking disgusting. And that, Raja Jackson needs to be locked the fuck away. Like, probably forever, actually. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, fuck it. Put him in prison for life. Honestly, like, fuck it. Like, there's no, I don't see any positive of people like Raja Jackson existing in society. I don't. There's no positive that you can come from having volatile people that could get angry at any point, that's easily egged on by people. And Kick is definitely part of the problem as well for allowing this shit to happen, because they always allow every degenerate shit to happen. And then it steamrolled into this.
Accident. None of this is like, and I saw Rampage come out afterwards, oh, you know, they shouldn't have had him in there. I don't condone what he did, but this was just bad work. Now, it's true that they fucked up from an organizational standpoint, but your son went in there with bad intentions.
Yep. Now, like I said, I don't agree with the organization, like, letting him in. I think that's wrong. I feel like that is a fucking huge, like... You should stick to whatever event is planned in advance, because you have people that are partaking in the event and that are essentially actors. When you really think about it, it would be no different if you were shooting a film. Like, because I work in filmmaking, it would be no different if you were shooting a film and the actors have rehearsed their lines, they've rehearsed the scene and everything, you've blocked with the actors effectively. It would be no different if they rehearsed the scene and then suddenly some random set worker came in and decided, okay, we're gonna change the scene a bit, and instead of you doing this whole thing that you trained the scene for, like, I don't know, let's just say the scene is like a character buying ice cream, right, in a movie or whatever, right? And instead of buying ice cream, the character, one of the set workers is like, oh, okay, I'm going to jump on in, and instead of you buying ice cream, you're going to walk up to the ice cream truck, and I'm going to put you in a fucking headlock, and I'm going to give you, like, a noogie, and I'm really going to burn your head. I'm going to burn the actor's head, and then I'm also going to punch you in your face, like, over and over again, until it, like, leads to death. It's no different than that, essentially, because wrestling is fake. It would be no different than that. That's essentially why I disagree with them allowing him into the fucking ring. I disagree with that. But I also, the person that's like at most default here is Raja Jackson, 100%, because he's a violent individual. He's an incredibly violent individual that needs to be locked up, who went in there with really horrible intentions.
That was not an accident.
You can't apologize, shake hands with someone, and then seek revenge.
Yes, 100%, yeah.
You can't be like, hey, we cool, and then it's not cool. To me, that's a sucker punch. That's the same thing as. Because you're basically lowering the guard of the other person. You're like, yeah, nah, we cool. It's good. Don't worry about it. We're good. And then you wail on them when you least it. No.
Live streaming is just re-amplifying, especially the IRL stuff, is just amplifying people's insecurities, their bad nature. Why? Because the chat.
People feed on that.
That's it. You know, how many times have I been at school as a teen? Heard one, yo, you heard what he said about your mom?
Oh, fire starters.
Oh, yeah, and then the guy gets amped up, and it was over a small word, but now it's the biggest thing. If he can't even back down now, because then you look like a bitch.
Fire starters.
It's the dumbest. Like you hear him afterwards. I'm tired. People, you look like the biggest dumbass. Your ass is probably gonna be in jail. You think you're gonna look cool then? You think people are gonna respect you when they don't have to see you for years? You threw away.
No, this guy needs to be in prison for life because he tried to fucking kill that guy. It's insane.
Your future, for what?
Like I said, I hate that I'm very desensitized to shit like that because it happens all the fucking time in New York. Like, shit like that is more common than you realize in New York, and it's just that people don't see it as much. Or maybe, people see it so much to the point where it's not really news. They're like, oh, yeah, that's normal. You know, some fucking thug got his ass beat the fuck up in, like, the projects in New York, whether it's in Queens or Brooklyn. Yeah, no, that shit's normal. You know, that shit happens. It's like very desensitizing for a lot of people.
Criminal, he belongs in jail, can't control his anger, and he's trained martial artist. You know what he said? He said something like, he don't even train martial arts, so I gotta show him some respect.
Hey, you're right, Joe. I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts.
What's this?
What?
The irony in all this is that
it's not martial arts, it's wrestling. I mean, I'm sure you would use like a few, maybe like one or two martial arts moves in wrestling, but wrestling is a whole different ballpark than martial arts. Which again kind of shows how fucking stupid Raja Jackson is. He is quite literally a meathead. Like whenever you see like someone who's like got a huge temper problems and like they don't express them very intelligently, like that's the definition of a literal fucking meathead.
All this time you're screaming that you're not a bitch and people have stopped treating you like a bitch and then you're acting like one.
You're beating on an unconscious person. There's nothing more bitch made than that.
I'm sorry, but that's what it is. You wouldn't say that in front of my face. I actually would. I'm not seeking violence or anything like that. If I gotta say that you're a bitch. That's what it is. That's not a good move. You acting and being overly, excessively, like, you got some issues, my guy. Absolutely. You need to consult. There's some underlying issues mentally that you have to take care of.
Some daddy.
Yeah, and like, listen, you can blame his kick chat, which I do blame his kick chat for egging him on, because if I was in a streamer's chat, I wouldn't fucking egg someone on to fucking fight a guy. Like, that just, I feel like there's just no world where I would ever do that, because that could steamroll into something very bad. But it is 100% on Raja Jackson for the way he acted. It absolutely is, because he has fucking anger issues, and he was going to act like that. If it wasn't his kick chat, he was going to act like that with someone else who would have egged him on in life. He is like I said, Raja Jackson is a fucking ticking time bomb, and he is a danger to society. He needs to be locked up.
So some hurt that you had from your past. I don't know. I'm sick when you did that to one dude that did one thing, yeah. But you brought back everything that everybody did from the past.
Yeah.
That's some things that you gotta check with you. Check yourself before you wreck somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm sick and tired of everybody. He just did the beard thing because he didn't know. Dumb.
That is a very stupid argument. I'm sure I wouldn't doubt that there are people that are running defense for it. Mainly people in the fucking Kick audience because they're a social reject and they're not going to be accepted in any other space than Kick because their life is in total disorder.
I agree with you. But you brought everything that everybody did in your suffering. You're triggered. Mm-hmm. And all your chat triggered a whole lot of past things. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know you. But check on you. Definitely. You need to consult for that. You want to turn everybody.
I really think it's just fucking stupid that Kick allowed all of this to happen as well. I think they should ban Kick. I do. Like, at this point, it's on a weekly basis now. Like, I really think that Kick has just proven time and time again that there's just no way as a streaming platform it should be able to continue to exist. And I really think they should just ban Kick. Or at least, like, have it have some severe repercussions for the shit that people are allowed to stream. I mean, like, they literally are... They are okay with people murdering others on Kick. Like that John Portmanov person who they slowly killed for content. And now this guy, Roger Jackson, who almost fucking killed this guy in the ring, essentially. And like, at what point are we going to see, like, a serial killer on Kick streaming, like, all their weapons available, and the method that they use to serial kill other people, and the fucking ways that, I guess, just killing other people on Kick and it being okay? At what point is that going to be, like, a thing that Kick just doesn't care about? Because it's only going to further escalate if people think that they can get away with more and more on Kick.
Like, your dad did that door. You can't do that. You got some issues. And then acting like... That's you gotta see the bitch in there. You gotta respect me. That's not how you get respect from people.
And this more relates to Jackson, Rampage, the father. I used to watch a lot of UFC back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, the days like Chuck Liddell, Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, Anderson Silva. You know, even the guys that came back before that, from GSP to Randy Couture. So that was my era of, like, I really followed it.
Vanderlei.
Rogers and his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out.
Really? That's what he's going to say about Raja? Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, like... Yeah, like, obviously, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to blame the father for that, because at the end of the day, that's your kid. I get it. Like, you want to bail them out, but... I don't know, man. Like, listen, if this was my kid, if I found... I'll just say this. If this was my fucking kid and I found out he almost killed a person, I would probably fucking disown him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. I would scream at him and I would let him know that this is not okay. Like, it's straight up. I would probably disown the fuck out of him. This is fucking insane. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. If your kid turns out to be a fucking tempered, violent individual like this, you failed as a parent. Like, just straight up, you failed as a parent. There's no way I would ever be able to forgive myself if my kid ended up like the way that Raja did. I'm sorry.
Dad. That's his dad. And I again, a little bit more context. His dad is also a live stream.
Like I said, I get that he wants to bail him out and everything because that is your kid, but still, like, there's no way I would ever let my kid... I would do everything in my power to make sure my kid never gets put in that position to begin with.
So he'd be online in his 50s, attention horn.
Oh. Don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out. I can't pay with this thing?
No. No, I don't, Don.
I just want to say what's up.
Bro, do you tap people on the back like that?
Sorry.
Bro, that's rude as fuck, bro.
So
Nobody like that. Turn around. Come here. Turn around. How you like that?
I'm so sorry.
Think about it. How you like that?
No, I just grew up watching your fights.
So you come tap people on the back like that?
Nah, dude.
Are you serious? Are you serious though, bro?
I'm so sorry.
I just want come on, come closer. That's a social experiment. Did you like that?
No, not really.
So why you do it to me?
I just wanted to grab your attention, that's all.
You can say my name, bro. I got ears, bro.
Alright, sorry.
Don't ever tap a grown man on his back like that, bro.
No worries,
What's your name?
I really don't think that's that deep, honestly. Like, listen, like, tapping on the back, like, listen, if you don't like someone tapping on your back, I guess that's fine. Like, you could set a boundary, but you don't have to go this far. Like, it's not that fucking deep. Like, I feel like this is performative. I feel like he's having this performative outrage because he's streaming on Kick. A lot of people play things up because they're streaming on Kick. Like, this guy was a fan. He said, hey, hello, you know, I'm a huge fan. I'm so sorry. But it's like, I don't know, like, all this other shit was just unnecessary. They could have just been like, hey, like, listen, you know, I don't know, man. This whole thing is just so performative. Like, you can set the boundary still. If you don't like being tapped on the back, you can still set that boundary. But, like, why all this? Why? Just so your Kick content is good and, like, people can clip it and blow up and promote your shit? It's fucking pathetic, dude. Just to embarrass this fan? It's fucking pathetic. You're a loser. You're an actual fucking loser. It's just like, I guess being a loser runs in the family. Jesus fuck.
Nathan.
How old are you?
I'm 21. I just turned 21.
Man, goddamn, you old enough to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fucking, dude, why? These people are losers. You failed your child. Okay, I don't even have any charitability for you anymore. I was willing to have like a little bit of charitability because that's your son, but just seeing the way you act, I can see why your son turned out the way he did and why he has a lot of fucking issues and pent up rage. I can see why your son ended up the way you did because you're a fucking loser father. I'm sorry, you are. I'm not holding anything back. I don't care anymore. I don't care. This father is just as bad as this guy if he's trying to make an ass out of himself for kick content. It's fucking pathetic. These people have absolutely no worth to society whatsoever.
Watching your fights.
You look at my son. Look at my son looking at you.
Good, bro. Yeah, sorry. All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, you're very good at it, so.
I try my best.
Well, I have an idea.
Oh, you remember this clip?
Yes.
I don't think. Wait, what?
Okay,
I do.
This is old lore.
I heard absolutely.
Wait, he dry humps the fucking reporter? Okay. Yeah. All right. You know, somehow I'm not surprised. Like, I am a little bit surprised. Like, it's still jarring to see, but it's not. I'm also just not. This is the kind of shit that exists on Kick, or that the kind of people that you attract on Kick. I don't think Kick existed back then. I think this was a while ago. But these are the kinds of people you allow on Kick. If these people are not going to be respectful of boundaries and they're all about beating other people up and fighting other people and resorting to violence, like, why would you expect any different, like, sexually in the bedroom? These are the kinds of people who would probably rape women, just to be clear. And I don't care if that sounds disproportionate. These are people that probably, if they could get away with it, they would rape women. They would violently fucking rape women if they could get away with it. Because they don't seem to have any respect for boundaries. They don't seem to, like, Raja Jackson has no fucking respect for anyone's boundaries in the ring. This guy clearly has no respect for boundaries when fans simply want to say hi to him. You can still set the boundary if you don't like being touched, but, like, you don't have to make this whole, like, performative, like, flip out for content. And then you're doing shit like this. It's like, these are the kinds of people that would slip something in your drink and then violently rape you later. Just to be clear.
And I know exactly what kid that
Go
is.
look up on Google Rampage Jackson Heather. Okay? I want you guys to understand how much of a
I don't think I can probably play it on stream. I don't really want to see it either, to be, like, absolutely honest with you, but listen, guys, if you're curious, I guess search up Rampage Jackson Heather on Google, like Abba said. I'm not going to play it on video, and there's probably no reason to play it on video either, but, like, again, it could probably get the video taken down, so just, like, Google it.
Shout this man's daddy. Rampage is essentially just dry humping her mid-interview, and it's awkward.
Oh, you're not going to play the door? I thought we was getting at the door. Oh,
There's a lot.
Come on, bro.
Tough stuff I don't touch. I'm pretty sure the UFC is very crazy.
Oh, yeah, you're not crazy about that. You're
I'm not
crazy.
touching. But the idea that you let randoms on the internet take you from your family, that's soft.
You got random people that you never met in your life have that much power over you.
And I'm going to ask the question, how many more people are going to have to lose their life or come close to it for us to start thinking about what kind of laws need to be put in place? I'm going to ask the question.
And when the laws are going to be put in place, it's not going to be laws that you like. They're going to go in on this time, and then we're going to talk about, oh man, the good old days of streaming. Yeah, there was good old days, and some people ruined it.
Well, by getting paid to do crime.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't feel bad.
Some people ruined it. Of course, you can talk about the good old days. Well, some people were ignorant.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway. So, anyways, I just want to cover this, but yeah, let us know what you guys think about this whole situation. Anything else from you?
No.
Yeah, listen, Raja Jackson is a fucking danger to society, and he needs to be locked up immediately, and I fucking hate that bail is a thing especially since Raja Jackson attempted to fucking murder this guy. But, yeah, okay. We've got one more Abba and Preach video. They uploaded an update video to this situation earlier today, so I figured we might as well just include this video along with my previous video, and Yeah, Rampage Jackson failed his son is the title of this new Abba and Preach video, although it looks like it's just Abba here.
Now, look, we've all seen the incident by now, all right? The man almost killed somebody else. Nothing that we're going to...
Yeah, it was attempted murder.
Discuss in this...
And hopefully everybody's on the same page when I say that.
Video is absolving Raja of anything. But I think it's important that we as men discuss how we influence and encourage others to engage in violence by making them feel lesser than because they don't live up to our idea of masculinity. His own father, that he desperately wants to make proud and to surpass, called him minutes before the assault and called him a gay person and clowned him repeatedly. And then his chat went to go clown his son.
Let me call my son. Hey, yo, did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights, nigga? Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights? No. Do I need to send my goons over there? No. You was hugging on a dude in some damn tights. Man, man, you shut the fuck up. I looked at your stream, nigga. You were hugging on some dudes, some booty shorts. I wasn't fucking hugging on nobody. Making shit up. I ain't make nothing up. All right, as long as you say. All right, son. Now y'all got my son mad at me. Are y'all happy now?
Now, Rampage is joking. He's clearly trolling.
Yes, but that got into the head of his son.
His son is not trolling. His son is actually upset.
My dad can't never call me a bitch.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if this clip has anything to do with the fact that Raja just still has, like, pent-up anger, that they shook hands, they were cool, and then they fucking... Again, it's like what Preach said earlier. He basically sucker punched this guy because he let his guard down. This vet, who was a wrestler, was under the impression that they were cool. They shook hands. Everybody was cool. They apologized. They even are doing... I would say they're doing too much to this guy. They're being too nice to this guy by letting him onto the fucking wrestling stage. And then this guy has pent-up anger, and then he beat the fuck out of this guy. And essentially almost... He tried to kill him.
You just involved fucking Rampage himself, because that's his boy.
Yeah, I can handle myself. Yeah, I can handle myself.
Rampage gonna come whoop your ass.
You don't need his dad. He handle his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own shit. Yeah. Bro, my dad can't do shit.
He felt emasculated by the hit earlier. Why am I putting all this all together? On many different streams, Rampage will troll his son. You know, he'll call him gay, call him weak, whatever it is. And I think this is the barrier.
It's fucking pathetic. I feel like Rampage is probably doing it for content. I don't think that call earlier, maybe it had something to do with it, but like I still feel like it's the major issue is that fucking Raja Jackson is just very, he's got a lot of issues. Like, just as a kid. I feel like it more has to do with the fact that he fucking grew up and his father was very, like, toxically masculine and is just very... that manifests in very unhealthy ways. And so he picks up a lot of that from his father. I agree, probably. But also, like, it's just like he fucking failed his son as well. Yeah, no, he is part of the problem. But at the end of the day, Raja Jackson still made the choice to fucking attempt to murder the guy. So, like, he's still the major one at fault here, I think. Even though his father certainly has a role to blame in that he did fail his son. I do agree he failed his son. But Raja Jackson is still the primary person at fault in this entire situation.
Remember what you talked about when it comes to relationships, how people get online and when they got problems in their relationships, they be live streaming the whole thing, and you say how weird it is?
I think it's super weird.
The same thing is happening, but with parenting right now.
Yes.
People are like, Rampage is not ill. I don't think he is, but this comes down to the whole masculine energy thing. Growing up, you saw a lot of guys get into fights because people taunted them because they needed to prove themselves. His son clearly feels like he needs to prove himself to his father, but also feel like he's... What is the word I'm looking for?
He's forever in the shadows of his dad.
Exactly.
Forever.
Yes.
Hell no, I don't got no bread, bro. My dad got bread. That's his bread. That's not mine. That's why I want to get on brand rich.
Every time he walks in somewhere.
So, okay, I can kind of see Abba's point here. I still think he's the primary person at fault. And he even said, in Abba's defense, he did say that he's not trying to absolve Raja Jackson from anything. But, like, Rampage Jackson, like, I mean, if wrestling had, like, a Nepo baby business or whatever, or they had, like, people that were Nepo babies, that Raja Jackson is a Nepo baby. That's what they would refer to as Nepo babies. It's the same thing with Pirate Software, although this is, like, a more extreme scenario of that.
His dad is bigger than him. No matter what he accomplishes, his dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when you're going out with a star. You're going out with a star, you know... let's I go out with a girl. My girl is huge, super famous. I'm never gonna be preached. I'm gonna be that girl's boyfriend.
Absolutely.
And it's like, okay, but I do shit. Yeah, no, you're the. He's at the event alone. Oh yeah, Rampage's son. That's crazy. No, I'm me.
And to add to your point, he has 4 kids. Only one of them decided to be an MMA fighter, and it was the illegitimate child.
Yes.
And it speaks to that psyche where the child who's rejected will do whatever they can, oftentimes, to prove themselves worthy.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Like, obviously, Roger Jackson is always trying to impress his dad, and his dad is a fucking loser for trolling him, sure, I agree. But, like, again, Roger Jackson still needs to be locked up. And Rampage says he's gonna bail his son out if they, like, put him in jail. Again, his fucking dad is also a loser as well. I don't like either of them. They're both fucking losers.
Tell you, I knew out of all my boys, I knew he was gonna be the one that
How many do you have?
I got 3 boys.
But if you guys knew Rampage when he was early in his UFC career, the dude was a complete crash out. He had run-ins with the law. I think he had a few, like, actual incidents that probably should have landed him in jail. I say all this to say, what?
His name is Rampage.
Right.
Where the hell do you think he got that name?
As a fighter, I think it's a great persona. It's enjoyable to watch.
But
when your son is living in your footsteps and he's trying to live up to that name, it puts a high bar. And when your dad's fucking clowning you in public, which gives everyone else the green light to shit on you, when you don't got your self-esteem together, to me, it's a recipe for disaster.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. It's just, it's fucking insane. I mean, like I said, yeah, no, Rampage Jackson fucking failed his son completely. And listen, I would do everything in my life to make sure my kid never turned out this way, ever. Like, if I found out that my kid was beating the fuck out of somebody, especially a war vet who's unconscious and, like, bleeding to death and probably has additional PTSD attempting to murder somebody, I would probably disown my kid. That would be, like a lot of damage to the family. Like, just straight up it would. It's just, there's no way.
100%.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bro.
This is school shooter energy. Like, right here, this crash out right here. And listen, this is not meant to absolve Roger Jackson at all. He's a fucking, like, absolute fucking... Like, this guy is a danger to society. But, like, this is legitimately school shooter energy. Like, this is the kind of outrages that people have. These are the kinds of mental breakdowns that people have before they walk into a preschool or an elementary school and they fucking fire their, like, Tommy gun or something at a bunch of children and massacre a bunch of fucking children.
Real shit!
And look, I'm not here to say Rampage is, a disgusting father, whatever it is.
He is. I am. I think he's a disgusting dad. He's a fucking loser, and he's a pathetic idiot to society. And both Raja and Rampage are both, like, actual fucking losers, and they don't contribute anything valuable to society.
Then he raises his kids. He's in their lives. He tries really hard to fight and be in their lives. And
listen, I get that Abba and Preach are, like, meant to have, like, more, like, nuanced conversations about things. So, like, I'm open to it, obviously. And I'm open to having, like, these, like, productive conversations about how to raise your kids and how your kids turn out to be later in life. So I'm open to those conversations. But it's, like, I think what Raja did was inexcusable. And I'm not saying that that's what they're doing. They're not trying to excuse them. But, like, what Raja did was attempted murder. I don't think he can exist meaningfully in society at all.
Commend that. He could have ignored Raja's existence altogether when he found out about it. But he took him in and he's trying to raise him. But when you involve streaming with your parenting, I don't think... We've already established this for relationships. How many times has a woman got online on live stream, said some shit about her husband or boyfriend, and the public lambasts her like, why would you ever say that out loud?
Even if that thing was staged or a joke, at least
it's emasculating.
It don't look good.
Right.
It don't look good.
I don't understand why you guys wouldn't think from a father that wouldn't happen. Literally the chat.
Yeah, because his father is a fucking loser and he plays into kick content, so he'll do anything because he's super content brained. And he'll, like, get anything to, like, have clips of him blow up or whatever and, like, look good and look whatever looks masculine, I guess, quote-unquote, to him. He'll do whatever looks more masculine, and then it fucking steamrolled into this fucking shit. Like I said, his father is a fucking loser as well. I know they're trying to not say that his father's a loser, but I think his father is a complete fucking loser, and he failed his son completely.
He's jumped because he's popular, so his live stream chat will leave to go goad the guy. And I'm not saying this is okay. I'm not trying to downplay what.
No, I know you're not trying to, Abba, but it's still fucking like he's still fucking like disgusting.
Guy that belongs in jail, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree.
Can you guys not see how this desire for attention, how Rampage trying to put on this public persona all the time instead of parenting, does it affect the relationship dynamic?
Mm-hmm.
You're literally pushing people to go bully your kid, and your kid, you know he's unstable.
It's like the opposite. You want what do you want?
Yeah, like I said, his fucking father's a loser. He's a total idiot loser.
Straight. We already got in a fight once.
Oh, really?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
He sucker punched me.
Well, I saw the slap.
How'd that go for
Was
you?
that?
And what'd you do? Did you slam him on his head?
Oh, yeah. That motherfucker to the hospital that day.
Yeah.
Loser.
I never get guillotined on nobody. I didn't want to keep punching him, so I guillotined him and he wouldn't tap out. And
you put him to sleep?
Yeah. Rogers and his oldest son whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two.
Why the fuck is he grabbing his dick? Like, why is he, like, holding onto his dick? Is the fucking person recording, like, a woman or something?
Japanese kids and Bill.
Is he, like, pleasuring himself while he's fucking doing this, like, dumb interview?
Money for Roger and his brother, so don't fuck with him.
Top notch. And just think about your own dad saying that shit in public. Like, yo, my kid's a crash out. I know it. I already got the bail money ready. And you also...
You feed into that.
You're the kid publicly. Like, yes, I understand ribbing, all that stuff. Your kid's clearly upset because something happened to him. Y'all can't have it both ways. You can't tell me that fathers are incredibly important, that kids need their fathers, and then also say that Rampage Jackson had zero influence. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I said, I think his father fucking failed him completely, and they're both losers and failures to society. Not just to themselves, but to society.
You are literally bullying your kid, calling them lesser than because they didn't handle some situation the way that you think they should have, then you have an influence. And I think it's okay to discuss that.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm open to those discussions, but I think they're both fucking losers, and Raja Jackson needs to go to prison for life. I actually think he needs his entire life ruined over this. I'm not even kidding. I don't say that often about many actions. Typically, I'll see a lot of situations, and I'm very black-pilled because a lot of people overblow every situation, especially when it comes to the internet. But I think this goes beyond, like, just on the internet, because this happened in the real world, and this was completely unacceptable. He literally almost killed a person, and it was very premeditated as well. He had a lot of time to cool off from the, like, little, I guess, like, stunt that one wrestler pulled off with the beer can incident, right? Like, he had a lot of time to cool off from then. They shook hands. He apologized more than once. He had a lot of time to cool off. That whole shit was premeditated as fuck. And, like, it's... Again, Kick Chat is also problematic as well because Kick just has a lot of degenerate losers that go there because it's they think it's, oh my god, haha, entertaining. It's in a lot of ways it's almost like the fucking, like the Colosseum from the Roman Empire. It's like gladiators. Like, people get entertainment from violence, and it's like literally it's no different from that.
Because at the end of the day, you being upset about a situation or how you were raised validates how you feel about something, but it does not absolve of your actions. The people on the chat has something to do with it, but at the end of the day,
they do have something to do with it. But Raja Jackson is the one that is solely responsible for what he did, and he acted upon the emotions that he had, and that is problematic. If you act upon really emotional anger, that is a problem. It just is.
You took those decisions.
This might be the first time I'm ever say this. Not that it's not real, but like, this is probably one of the clearest examples. This is what I imagine when people think of toxic masculinity.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I actually think that's legitimately true.
Yes. Right? Like,
yes.
He was getting upset with his chat because someone said you're too nice. Oh, you think I'm nice? Someone said you're not a crash out. Oh, you're gonna see I'm a real crash out.
I'm a fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see you about to see how fake of a crash out I am. I'm too nice. Bet. But I don't believe in me getting disrespected too.
People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. I bet you wouldn't be talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga.
People were able to goad this guy into having the most extreme reaction, all because he was being diplomatic. That he accepted the other person's apology and moved on. Now, nigga, you gotta get your respect. And people actually think this was an acceptable response. To me, if you think this is acceptable, you got problems.
No, it definitely was not. It's like, it was not a valid crash out to almost fucking kill a guy.
We have this whole thing of like, dude, don't ever accept no disrespect. You stepped on your shoes, even if it's an accident. This is all dumb shit.
I let some shit slide. To be honest with you, if I'm not in my country, if I'm not in my hood, if I don't know people, they step on my shoes. So what?
Also,
I don't know who I'm talking to.
If someone made an accident, right? Like going back to that shopping incident where that fan, that like 21-year-old fan who he kind of looked like Rice Gum a little bit when I saw him. I thought it was Rice Gum at first. Maybe I'm a little racist for thinking that. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to. That was accidental racism. Yeah, he was tapping on his shoulder. And when fucking Rampage Jackson was like, don't tap my shoulder. You like that when you like it when I tap on your shoulder? He was being so performative. He was being so extra for no fucking reason because he has a fragile ego. And he's a fucking weak, pathetic loser of a man. He just is. He's trying to act more masculine, but in reality, he's a pathetic loser of a man who failed his son. And that's just the reality. If you don't have that interpretation, I don't know what else to tell you. There's nothing I can say that'll convince you otherwise. That's just, that is just the interpretation to have from that situation. And when he fucking, it's just so toxic. It's like, I agree that Raja turned out the way he did because of his fucking dad and, wanting to live up to that dad and, trying to set that unreasonably high expectation. But at the end of the day, Raja still acted on what he did and he almost killed a person out of it.
Can we take 2 steps back? We also have to talk about what people...
And not to mention, if someone, listen, what I was going to say, though, was if someone was tapping on my shoulder, right, or if someone accidentally did something to me, they accidentally bump into me, they accidentally, did something to me or whatever, I let it slide. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, whatever, you didn't mean to do that. If they tapped, if they didn't know the boundary, you didn't set the boundary prior that you don't like being tapped, you should have been like, hey, listen, I don't like being tapped, just for future reference, don't tap me like that, but I appreciate you being a fan and coming up to me and trying to talk with me, so I hope you, anyways, how you doing? And that's, really it. That's all it is. That's it. You just say that, and then that's it. You move on. He'll know for next time.
Consider disrespect. Can I be honest? This situation wasn't disrespect.
That's good.
It was a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding.
But he let chat convince him he was disrespecting me for letting it happen.
Yes.
Here's an example. Let's say it's my best friend. And we're supposed to meet up in a crowd. I have a certain way of greeting him. So I just grab him from behind like this and I think it's my friend. I grab him. He turned around. It's not my homie.
What are you doing?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were someone else.
No, you can't disrespect me like that.
See what I'm saying?
That's not a disrespect. That's a good point.
Now you can say that Stu should have known better, but from my vantage point, Stu, the guy who did the beer can thing with the prop, my point is people can say he should have known better. That's a crazy thing to do to someone if you're not sure. And I can agree. But Stu's got PTSD. 1, 2, he looked a little bit slow. I'm gonna say it straight. So knowing that,
yeah, kind of. He kind of, I could see that. But also, he saw camera... literally, you can't really blame him for getting it mixed up, thinking that it was, a bit that the wrestling... it was, some sort of wrestling promo video that they were doing. You can't blame him for being under that impression. He saw cameras, and he was like, oh, okay, we're doing a little promotional bit now? All right, cool. I might as well put the act on. I thought that they were getting Raja Jackson to be involved because he's the son of Rampage Jackson... yada, 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 right? We're doing a little bit of a promotional bit. But, nah. That's Raja Jackson decided to take it to the next step and then attempted to murder a guy.
I think it's okay to say there's a difference between disrespect and misunderstandings. And if you can't have a bit of grace for that, I'm sorry.
That's a valid point.
But what is he? He was clowning him for being gay, right? Oh, you're around a bunch of niggas in tights. I can joke like that with you because we don't really care about... You guys said I'm gay? I'm gay. Whatever. I was rolled up on niggas with tights. I don't really care. If you actually care, to me, that's a problem. Y'all really act...
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, people are going to say whatever the fuck they want about you, right? They're going to be chats... when you're a streamer, chat is going to clown on you, naturally. They just will. If you have an audience or some level of an audience, you're going to get made fun of. It's just inevitable. Like, people are gonna be like, you know, you're like this, you're like that, or whatever. Or, oh, this guy is getting fucking his ass kicked with some dude in tights or whatever. Like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Like, it probably sucks, but at the end of the day, like, what are you gonna do, right? It's just words that are coming out of, like, someone else's mouth. And, like, if someone thinks one way of you, if someone thinks you're, like, a gay person or whatever, which I don't have a problem with gay people, but if there's, like, a negative connotation attached to him saying that you're a gay person or whatever, and whatever, people are going to think that. It is what it is. Like, people are going to be, like, fucking stupid and think that, and you just, like, move on with your day. But, like, the fact that Raja Jackson, like, really internalized it, like, it goes back to what Abba was saying. There's a level of toxic masculinity attached to that.
Like him being at a wrestling event is something to be ashamed of. Yeah, that's what I would call toxic masculinity.
Every time that someone's talking about toxic masculinity, they don't talk about something else, right? His being was not toxic masculinity. Is that in his head, well, in his life, in his path, he had two choices: masculinity and whatever the fuck he did. Being diplomatic is masculine. It's also feminine. But because it's a male that we're talking about, there's a male way of doing masculine things. Talking to a dude and being like, you know what?
Shaking his arm?
You know what I mean? You know what? I understand. Okay. I understand.
You get a hit on me.
That was... But then the other thing, the sneaky stuff, that's the other choice that you did.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, no, it's one thing that they let him in. They're like, hey, listen, we're going to let you get like a wrestling move on this guy. You pick him up and you toss him onto the mat or whatever of the ring or whatever, right? And like, that's that, right? Like, they let him get that. But instead, the guy was fucking bleeding. Like, he was bleeding from his face, and there's no other way to interpret that other than he tried to kill that person. And if no one stopped him, I think he would have gone through and killed him, just to be clear. Raja Jackson definitely seems like the kind of person that would go through to fucking murder somebody.
But that if there was no stream involved, none of this would happen.
No.
Rampage is too busy trying to be entertaining instead of being a father. Raja.
Yeah, and I think that there really needs to be something said about how Kick is just constantly enabling this shit to happen. And that's a whole other part of the conversation that we're having, is that Kick is just constantly allowing this shit to fucking happen time and time again. Where, like, people are so clout-brained, people are so content-brained, that they'll act so performatively. Whether it's someone facing allegations online, they'll act performatively. Whether it's, like, in real life, someone acts performatively for content. Whether it's, like, someone doing dumb shit for content. It's just, like, I really think streaming, it can be a cool thing that a lot of people get into, but it's, like, really fucking... I think it's like it's caused so many problems with like the way people act in like day-to-day society. And I really believe that Kick has taken that to such a high echelon, to the point where people are willing to set the bar so unbelievably high because Kick will just allow anything to happen on their platform. And now you have people getting fucking murdered on their platform. You have girls getting predatorized on their platform from last year when Something About Chickens made his To Catch a Kick Predator videos. It's just like, at what point is Kick gonna realize, like, this... I actually do think Kick should just get banned at this point. I think they should just fucking ban Kick altogether, or they should just change the entire fucking management that Kick is ran under, because the people that run Kick right now are also fucking losers and are part of the problem. They don't give a shit that any of this is happening. They just care that they get to make money off of it, and they care that this stuff is allowed.
Is too busy trying to live this idea of somebody rather than trying to be himself and find his own lane. Because we impose a lot of this like hyper masculine bravado, a lot of people end up losing themselves. Random niggas at home got you in a chokehold.
It's a succubus. No pun intended.
Even when you see him afterwards, he's pouring his heart out. He's being very honest. No one's gonna call me a bitch.
How the motherfuckers playing with me, bro?
You can tell that for him.
I mean, it was literally a speech in the style that which school shooters talk before they shoot up a school. Like, it's the kind of mental breakdowns that those kinds of people have. It was very much in that style.
Nothing to do with the man who hit him specifically. He was just a reflection of all the making fun of that you see from his dad, from the whole world, and he's not managing it well. And it makes me think of those crash outs who get rejected by women enough and then all of a sudden they go shoot up a spot. Oh, how could she reject me? Oh, no, after you just murdered 20 people.
It's like Adolescence, the Netflix show.
But nigga, I think she had a good reason to reject you. He just proved their point. I'm not a bitch.
You are.
I really feel this way. He really takes up after his dad.
That's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Nigga, why you hitting on like right in front of me? Look at her. I'll break you out of there, dude.
Look at. He mad.
So why you hanging on my table next to this hottie if you work here?
If it's your table, it's my table.
Are you being a right now?
I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, but you are though.
Well, that's just because you're sensitive then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I'm laughing. Proud of this guy for standing up. First of all, I'm laughing because I'm happy for this guy who's standing up against this guy who's clearly a fucking arrogant asshole and a worthless person to society who adds nothing of value whatsoever. And like, this guy's just not taking any of his shit. Because this guy's very obviously using this situation, being performative for content, so he's just sticking up for himself. So shout out to this guy for sticking up for himself, honestly.
Get the fuck out of my table. I already figured out you a bitch. Get your bitch ass off my table.
This guy is such a loser. Rampage Jackson is also just as much of a worthless loser as his fucking son is.
He's a bit of a crash out himself.
Yeah.
But again, if you watch Rampage over the years, you know this. I just kept thinking about all them young niggas I done seen when I was a kid, how they got goaded into dumb fights or hating somebody else because somebody else, he said you a bitch. You get arrested, get a charge, gotta drop out of college. Like, it's all dumb shit.
Really? And how old were you when that happened?
Oh, that was my whole high school experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my whole childhood.
You're right. He's not in there no more. At some point, you have to grow out of it. I think that's a right up.
I mean, how old is Rampage Jackson at this point? I'm gonna hold on. I'm actually gonna look it up on my phone because I don't want to like edit this out like post production. Maybe I'm just being lazy. But Rampage Jackson. Let's see. Like, how old is this guy? He's 47 years old? He is 47 years old, and he's still acting like a fucking, like, middle school kid, essentially. I wouldn't even go as far as to say he's acting like a high school kid. He's acting like a full fucking middle schooler. Like, with his, like, a fragile fucking ego when someone says something he doesn't like. He is 47 years old, and he's acting like this. That is fucking crazy.
So that you have to feel those things. You have to feel that to understand how it is. Problem is that there's some grown-ups, there's some grown-ass people that still has this high school mentality, and those people are raising kids. And then them kids are perpetuating that and telling your kid that's the base of life. Because I'm a grown-up and I act like that.
Culturally, we encourage this even into adulthood.
100%.
That's why niggas in their 30s pulling out gats on guys because they said something about them.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you got to be accountable for the fact that you let all these people go. You're like, wake the fuck up. If you saw these f***ing dweebs who were in your live stream chat calling you a pussy, you round them all up. You see a couple 13-year-olds, a couple 12-year-olds. And if you let these motherfuckers right in front of you goad you into a fight, you're the biggest f***ing loser. Spending your afternoon trying to get them mad, so you have to be a loser in your personal life. Anybody who doing anything, anybody who got loved ones they spend time with is not in the IRL stream being like, oh, you're going to let them do that to you? See, it's loser shit. You're going to let losers
dictate your life.
Have you give up your freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Oh, the video just ends there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, Abba and Preach certainly preached, and this situation is fucked up. And I think Kick should be banned. I really don't think Kick is... It's proven time and time again that Kick is just a degenerate platform, and it's only going to continue to enable degeneracy if the management doesn't change or if they just flat out ban the platform. If neither of those things happen, Kick is only going to continue to be a problem, and it's going to... We're going to see even worse, dare I say it.